What is up, grade 12s? Back with another video. It's NOSANA. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be introducing derivatives or differentiation. Right? So these are the questions when we are being asked to find the derivative when we are not using the first principles. Okay, so we have five cases. All right, so we have five cases that come under these questions. So the first case is when we have to let y be the subject of the formula. Is when we have to let y be the subject of the formula. So this is the first case, right? The second case is when we are given the products, right? So the first thing that we need to do when we have such a case is to multiply the products and then we derive, right? And then the third case is when we are given surds, right? So when we are given surds, we need to work backwards and then we derive, right? So if you're given a surd, you will have to make an exponent of whatever it is that is under the root sign, and then you derive. The fourth case is when we are given a variable, right, in the denominator, but then when the variable only has one term, right? And then the fourth case is when we have a variable in the denominator, but now we have two or more terms. So we will have to factorize the numerator to simplify, right? I'll show you guys how that one works. It's that one there where we have to cancel the top and the bottom and so forth, right? Before I get into much details, right? Under derivatives or differentiation, I like to call it differentiation. Okay, so under this topic, what we need to know, what is a must for us to know, is that when you are given y, let's say y is equal to x squared plus 3x, right? When we are given this and they ask us to find the derivative, our answer will be shown as dy over dx is equal to, okay, so this is how we show our answer. And usually in most cases they say find dy over dx, if y is equal to something, then they give you, maybe 3x cubed plus 4, etc., right? So this is what it means when they give you your question in this form, in the form of y. Your answer has to have this dy dx. So this means that you have derived, it means that you have derived with respect to x. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? Dy dx, grade 12s, dy dx means that you have derived, it means you have derived y with respect to x. Okay, so it means you derived the function of y when you were looking at the exponents of x. You see, when you're looking at the exponents of x, then you derived y. So that is what it means. So that is the concept of dy dx. It means find the derivative of the function of y when you are looking at the exponents of x. Cool. So here's another thing that you need to know, and that is a must for you to know. Okay, you guys, you need to know the power rule, right? Before we even go any further, the power rule, it is when you are given, I'm just going to say y in this case, y, a to the power of n, sorry, when you're given a times x to the power of n, right? So when you need the derivative, right, not here, we are given y, so the derivative now will have to be dy over dx. So what do? We are deriving the function of y when we are looking at x with respect to x. So when we say with respect to x, we look at the exponent of x. So the power rule, it says that to derive, you multiply the coefficient, in this case it's a, with the exponent, which is n, and then you subtract 1 from the exponent, like this. Guys, this is the power rule. you have to know this power rule. It is a must that you know this power rule if you want to know, if you want to pass calculus or ace this question in calculus. So the power rule. Okay, so another scenario is or another case is when so that was the power rule. Okay, so let me just write the power rule. No, power rule. So you must know the power rule. Okay, and over here let me just say dy over dx. Okay, so it means that when you're given y, your answer has to be with dy over dx. Alright, so the following thing that you need to know is that when you are given dx, right, when you are given dx, and then here let's say you have 4x cubed plus 3x, something like this. Guys, when you are given this, they are not giving you y. You can see that in this question there is no y. So what does this mean? Guys, this means that just calculate the derivative, right, the derivative of the expression that you are given without finding find the derivative of the expression you are given with respect to x. So you just look at the exponents of x. For you to derive, you must be looking at the exponent of x. So let me say, if you were given 4x cubed and then you were given y, right, and then they say derive, and then they say dx like this. So what this means is you are not going to look at the y, right, you are going to look at the x. So you derive with respect to x. Okay, so you derive with respect to x. Or maybe if they gave you dx and then they have 4x cubed times y, and then they have plus 3y, grade 12. So if they say plus 3y over here, what you do now, because you don't have x on the 3y, this will cancel, it will come out, the 3x, it will be equal to 0, right, which is going to lead me to the next thing that I want to show you. Okay, so get this, the the derivative with respect to x, it means that you derive everything that has x to it. Okay, so now let us say we are given let me show you something. Okay, let's say we have a case where we have, okay, let me write dx. Let's say 4x cubed plus 5x. Okay, so let me just leave that over there. Now you have another so now you have another case where you have a constant. Okay, before we move on to the constant, if you are given f of x is equal to maybe 3y. Okay, 3y is not a, okay, let's just say 5x minus 4. If you are given this, to show that you have calculated the derivative, you need to say f prime x. In this case, our derivative will be 5 only. Why? Because there is no x to the 4, therefore it becomes 0, and then this will cancel out. Okay, grade 12. So that is also another thing that you need to know, is that the derivative of a constant number is 0. By that I mean the derivative of 5 is equal to 0, right? So you can just say dx like this. The derivative of 5 will be equal to 0, like that. So when you are given a question like this one, calculate the derivative of 5, so you just remove the dx in your answer that you have derived, right? And then that will be your answer. You don't have to put the dx back in there. Alright, grade 12s. So thank you guys for watching. For part 2, which will be the first case working under derivative, check on the playlist, link in the video. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers.